You see, I think there are three basic facts why more people aren't wealthy. I was raised to go to school, get a good job, retire at 65 or 70. All I knew was work. And it is certainly a better life when you are wealthy. So let's talk about what are the steps. Why are more people not wealthy? I actually think there are only three reasons that more people aren't wealthy. We're going to talk about these three, and then we're going to talk about what you can do to get wealthy. You see, I think there are three basic facts why more people aren't wealthy. One is simply ignorance, right? You don't understand, you haven't researched, you don't know what's possible. It's not a frame of reference. You're just going through life, and you just don't understand what is possible. Maybe you don't have a role model, maybe you haven't thought about it. Whatever it is, there are some folks that won't get wealthy simply because they don't know what is possible. Number two is self-doubt. And I would admit, when we started our journey, or at least I started my journey, self-doubt was a problem for me. I didn't really believe it was possible. I really didn't think it was something I deserved, right? I was raised to go to school, get a good job, retire at 65 or 70. In fact, the people around me would talk about working until the day they died, and wore that as a badge of honor. I didn't have a role model, didn't see anyone around me. All I knew was work. So self-doubt was a big problem for me at the beginning. Maybe it is for you. And then the third one is expectations. See, I think getting wealthy is rather simple formula. We will go through that in a minute. But the last step is time. It just takes time. I would like to tell you that when you sign up to get wealthy, it is at least a 10-year journey. But it is 10 years that is going to go by no matter what. So you might as well start, because you're going to get there anyway, and it is certainly a better life when you are wealthy. So let's talk about what are the steps. The steps to getting wealthy are remarkably simple. There is no hidden, trick. There is no shortcut. Here are what I think are the simple steps to get wealthy. Step 0. A lot of people skip this. Step 0 is you must baseline where you are. Where are you? What's the income? What's the discretionary income? And there is a difference. How much money can you fall to the bottom line and save, invest? Most people call this live below your means. More on that in a minute. But you must baseline. Maybe you should understand your credit. Maybe you should understand your savings, your expenses. One of the things you have to do on your path to getting wealthy is know where you are. That's step 0. So once you've done step 0 and you know where you are, step 1 is you must make more money. Now, let's be clear. When I say make more money, I actually mean discretionary income. You see, the path to getting wealthy is all about discretionary income. Discretionary income is what is left over at the end of the month after you've paid all your bills. It is money that in theory you could light on fire and your life has not changed one iota. Of course, don't light it on fire. We want to go into step 2. You must invest said discretionary income. Now, I chose the path to getting wealthy with real estate. You might choose entrepreneurship. You might choose stocks. You might choose whatever it is. Become elite at whatever you're doing. Focus. I don't believe getting wealthy is about diversification. It is about getting really, really good at one thing. And then in a decade, if you want to diversify, go ahead. It's just the way it rolls. And again, you could do this in stocks or crypto or whatever you want to do. Just you do you. So again, baseline, increase your discretionary income, and then invest said difference. And then the next one is time. You need 10 years. This is not get rich quick. This is not, microwave. This is not instant gratification. But you're going to be 10 years older anyway. You might as well get on that journey. One of the hardest things that we do, or I do on this channel, is create belief. In fact, my second book, 15 Conversations with Real Estate Millionaires, was written for you. My first book, thank you for getting it, One Rental at a Time, Amazon bestseller, was written for me. It was a way for me to look back and see where we've been and how we got to where we are. My second book, 15 Conversations with Real Estate Millionaires, was written for you. If you haven't gotten that book, do me a favor, go get it on Amazon. You can also get it on Audible, where you will actually hear Dion from Dion Talk read it to you. But 15 Conversations with Real Estate Millionaires is important because I know that not everybody will do it the way Olivia and I did. So I captured 15 unique stories that you can read and reread. Getting wealthy is a journey. It takes time. But I can tell you the first 3 to 5 years are tough. It will try to trip you up. It will throw a monkey wrench. There will be challenges along the journey. But after you get to the year 5, it does get easier. You start to see the fruits of your labor. It starts to turn from a drip to a trickle to a roaring river. I know you can do it. One of the things we do at this channel is we have 15 or 16 millionaires that come back each week because each of their stories might resonate with you. So, do you believe? Can you do it? Again, you're heading into a holiday season. I strongly suggest you baseline where you are. How much discretionary income do you have? And then next, let's create small victories. One of the reasons I believe people don't stay on the path to getting wealthy is it's so far away. What I want you to do is start celebrating small victories. If you calculate your discretionary income, celebrate. That's a victory. You're already doing more than most. You know what? If your discretionary income is $300, celebrate that. And then try to figure out a way to make it $320 or $340 in the next month or the month after. If we can get on a consistent path of victories, it will become a habit, right? It's just, we've got to understand it's possible. We have to start and we have to keep going. That's it. That is the path to getting wealthy. I believe in you. Do you believe in you?